tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up.
I can't take no off, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the curve, watch the curve.
Right. Go.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rudolph. Washington's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bucs 49-yard line. Let's go. 10 Lobo.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Winston gives to Barber. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Ready? Move ready.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Let's go.
Now Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
The warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
64, weak, clear. Ready?
Rudolph. And his pass, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's third and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Connor going backwards here on the first down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 14.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. On second down, Samuels. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Check. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
The first throw for the backup Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A former first-round pick of the Bucs, Mark Barron, leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Griffin. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
26 Mike. Check. Go. 26 Mike. Check. Go.
From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, 42 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the side, rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Lynch. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Lynch. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Lynch now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. To throw is Lynch. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 27 yards there, a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Lynch on the keeper. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
On second down now, it's Jones. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jones breaking from the contact. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Griffin. steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now this throw caught left side. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Griffin. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Daniel McCullers in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
26 months, 26 months. Watch the run, watch the run.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Carl Nassib. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Lynch to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And they go backwards here. Luke, the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Lynch. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's Griffin to throw. Open man is Amara Darbo, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Logan. And an alley to run. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Crunch time, defense.
From the gun, it's Griffin. He hits his target, left side, Watson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Lynch now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Lynch to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The end result, 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lynch. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Lynch. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, it's Samuels. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Lynch. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Now Lynch. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. Past the 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Lynch to throw. Able to find Switzer. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lynch to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bo Allen in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the second and a bundle. And now Lynch. And he's going to go down again. Carl Nassib able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 30 base. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Tonight.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal? That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.